NFL playoff time, boy. NFL playoff. NFL playoffs. Predictions. Alright, this one real the intro. Jalen just cut this one out. I said roll the intro.
Beat this Garbo nigga.
It's just Jay up on the beat, man. You watching me on your screen, relax up in your seat, man. Streamer and a YouTube, you know I am elite, man. Fulfilling y'all's day, I hope y'all enjoy the street, man. If I'm not posting videos, go rewatch some that you view. You aren't even that consistent, I would say that you true. Your boy be everywhere, but here he is on YouTube. If you're having a bad day, I'm here to give you a good mood. IRL streams just gets your boy, he can do it all. Playing sports games, stealth games, or games where you brawl. Watch me on your phones or TVs up on the wall. If you see a vid come out, make sure you do not stall. Gamer of the year, you know your boy, he was a snub. Make sure you grab some snacks, make sure you get some grub. If you follow my socials, you know that is a dub. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you like and sub. What's up, y'all? Here with another video. I know it's been like, what, a month and a half, 2 months? Something.
Damn!
I don't know. But today, we got NFL playoff predictions 2026 edition. Let me cook. First, we got to start with the team that's, gonna win it all. The Patriots. I do think, honestly, I think we're a good football team. I also think the Chargers are a good football team, and I'll talk about that later in the video, but I do think we're gonna come out with a win because the Chargers are known playoff sellers. They've done it every year. They were up 27 against the Jaguars a couple years ago and still managed to lose. So I'm very confident that we're gonna win this one. Yeah, Patriots, Chargers. We're going home to New England and we're catching it up. Now, Bills versus Jags. I think this Jaguars team is not. I don't think they're fraudulent. I just don't think they're as good as their record says. What are they, 13-4? I think they're more like an 11-5 type of team, 10-6. I don't know. I feel like they're just outperforming for some reason, but also you can't bet against the Bills when they're not playing Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. I feel like they are so good when they're not playing the Chiefs. The Chiefs are literally their kryptonite. I feel like if Patrick Mahomes didn't exist, Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen would have 2 Super Bowls each, or have made it, not one, but they would have made at least 2 Super Bowls. But yeah, I feel like the Bills are so good you can't really bet against them, especially not during the playoff season. So we got Bills over Jags. Now, again, I feel like the Steelers shouldn't even be in the playoffs. I understand that one team from every division has to show up. I don't think it should have been. The Steelers won that game first square against the Ravens in week 18. I feel like the Ravens literally should have won that game. I'm not blaming the kicker because if you're letting the game come down to a field goal, then you didn't deserve to win anyway. But I feel like that kicker, or I feel like the Ravens. If this was the Ravens instead of the Steelers, I feel like they're I don't know. I feel like the Ravens might be able to do something in the playoffs, especially against the Texans, even though they do have a really good defense, supposedly. But yeah, Ravens. This should be the Ravens in my opinion. It's not, which is fine. But yeah, we do have the Texans. Oh, what's up, Nala? You gonna be in the video, or you look like you wanna leave? Hold on, let me. Sorry about that rude interruption for my cat. But yeah, I think the Texans are gonna win this one. Obviously 24-17 as it says at the bottom. I feel like the Steelers shouldn't even be in the playoffs, to be honest. All right. Now I think this one could go either way, low key. It could low key go either way. But I am gonna take the Bears. I feel like I cannot speak today. I'm struggling. The Bears I feel like they've been so good this season. I haven't been keeping up with them too much, so I don't know if they beat the Packers both times. Let me think. No, I don't think. I don't know. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know. But I do think the Bears are really good. But I also feel like the Packers are really good. So again, I feel like this could go either way. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm gonna take the Bears in this one. 49ers Eagles. Hear me out. Hear me out. I know this looks crazy, but like the NFC, what is it? The NFC West. The NFC West is the best division in football, other than the Cardinals. They are so good. I feel like I'm almost certain that if the Rams and the Seahawks weren't in the NFC West, they would be the like first seed in the NFC. Like that whole division is so good that it's making the 49ers look worse than they really are, but I feel like the 49ers are a really good football team, and I feel like they have a chance to go all the way. Like they're so good, and especially when Fred Warner could come back if they make it further in the playoffs. Could make it by the time the divisional round is up. But I feel like the 49ers are a really good team, and that the Eagles, they got this like Super Bowl like hangover where they're just like chilling after the Super Bowl. Like I don't know. I feel like they've been weird this season, losing some games that they shouldn't. But I got my full trust in the 49ers, especially after they just beat the Bears, even though that was like the worst defensive game I've ever watched in my life. I didn't watch it, but like seen clips and highlights and whatnot. But yeah, we got 49ers over the Eagles. Now, I feel like this is gimme, no-brainer. Panthers, Rams. I feel like I'm not going to waste too much time. The Panthers literally got the second best record in their division, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure they just lost to the Buccaneers in Week 18. So I don't know how the Buccaneers aren't here instead. But either way, I had the Rams winning this game, no matter if it was the Panthers or the Buccaneers. Again, if it went for the Seahawks, I feel like the Rams would be the number one in the NFC. Gosh, I can't speak. But also, the Panthers just aren't ready yet. I feel like in a couple years, I feel like they'll be a good like 2-3 seed. Give them like 3 or 4 years. Let their young players develop. They're a really young team. Just feel like it's not their moment yet. So give me the Rams. All right, and this is the results I got, and then obviously their next game based off what I said. Yeah, that's what we're looking at right now. Bills Broncos. I feel like again the Bills are a really good team, and I don't know why, but I feel like Bo Nix is just gonna like have a stinker. Just like I don't know. I feel like he's not gonna have a good game. Like I don't know what's telling me that, but I feel like the Bills are really good throughout. They're so consistent throughout the entire playoffs, and I feel like the Broncos just like came out of nowhere, and their schedule wasn't. I mean, you had games against the Chiefs and the Raiders. That's 4 gimme wins right there, and they probably won against the Chargers. But yeah, I feel like the Broncos. Same thing I said with the Jaguars. I feel like their record is not this team. Like, I feel like I don't know. Like, I don't know. I just feel some type of way about the Broncos. Yeah, I just feel like they're gonna, especially cooling off for the bye week. I just feel like I don't know. I feel like the Broncos are gonna underperform and show how the skill level of this team truly is. Like, they're gonna show how good this team is against the Bills, because they're not as good as their record tells. Now, again, Patriots versus Texans. Again, Texans got really good defense, but so do the Patriots. I think we go toe to toe in defenses, but I think what separates these two teams is the offensive firepower. You know, we got Travion Henderson back there. We got Ramondre, Drake May, Stephon Diggs. We got all the receivers, Mac Hollins. We got all of them. And I feel like CJ Stroud hasn't been good for real since his rookie season. Like, I feel like this defense is carrying this team. But at the same time, you can't just, I don't think you can, especially now in 2026, maybe 20, 30 years ago, a really good defense would have carried you to a Super Bowl with no like good offense. But I feel like now you need to have a good offense, at least a decent offense, if you have a really good defense to go far. It's the same thing with the Broncos. I feel like the Broncos got a really good defense, you know, top probably top 5 defense in the league, in my opinion. But I feel like their offense isn't. I don't know. I just don't think the Broncos or the Texans have a really. They have a really good offense, obviously, but I feel like their offense isn't playoff material. Yes, it is. Hold on. Is it title contender? There we go. That's what I'm trying to say. It's not Super Bowl contending offenses that they have. But they do have really good defenses. But as I said, you gotta have both. Now, I think this game could go either way. These are two phenomenal teams right here. We got not the 49ers at all. Seahawks, Rams. I feel like this could go either way, but I feel a little bit more confident in the Seahawks because they like I was saying, they have a really good defense. They have the best defense in the league probably. On top of that, they have a really, really good offense. They got, in my opinion, offensive player of the year, JSN. Sam Darnold's really good. But the Rams, that's why I think this game could go either way. Like, because the Rams, they have Matt Stafford and they have Puka Nacua. These are the two best receivers in the league right here. We're looking at in Puka and JSN. But games in the playoffs can't end in a tie, so I'm gonna just go towards the Seahawks because they have home field advantage. And I don't know. I just feel like their defense is way better also. And then, hear me out again. They just played a game. Chicago got 42 hung on their head by this 49ers team. And I feel like a similar outcome to that's going to happen. Hence the high scoring battle again. And I feel like the 49ers are just going to come out on top again. So this is what we're looking like in AFC Championship, NFC Championship. I know we got the AFC East off, and then we got the NFC West off. I know they just beat us 35-30, something like that, 35-31. But I don't know. I feel really confident in the Patriots. Like, even though, like, not even just because they're my football team. Obviously, I want my football team to win. I'm going to be delusional sometimes. But, like, I feel like non-delusionally, like, we're a really good football team. But also, I think this game could go either way. Like I was just saying, the Buffalo Bills are a really good team. So I would not be surprised if they won this game, like, at all. I mean, I would be surprised, but, like, I wouldn't be that surprised. Like, this Bills team is so good. And you got Josh Allen. Consistently been a top 5 quarterback. Literally just won MVP, last season? Yeah, he just won MVP last season. Like, he's so good. You can't really bet against the Bills, but now I'm going to, especially because it's my team. So a little bit of bias is going to be in play. But, yeah, I've got Patriots over the Bills. And, I don't know. I don't know why I feel this way, but I feel like the 49ers are going to, I don't know. I feel like they're just going to have a bad game for some reason. Like, my heart is just telling me they're going to have a bad game. And I feel like the Seahawks, obviously, I think they're better than the 49ers, offensively and defensively. So, I think overpowering offensive defense plus a bad game is going to result in a game where the score is 35-17. And I just feel like that's what's going to happen. So, got our Super Bowl. I do have the Patriots winning. I also feel like this game could go either way, though. Like, the Seahawks, I don't know. I'm low-key scared of the Seahawks. Low-key hoping they get eliminated sooner, even though it'll mess my predictions up. But, yeah, I just got the Patriots winning. Mac Jones is best quarterback in the league. We got the top 3, top 5 defense in the league. Like, this team is just ready to win now. So are the Seahawks. I mean, I feel like I could see the Seahawks winning this game too, but I'm gonna go with my team, obviously. So that right there, that's where your Super Bowl champions are, right there, the New England Patriots. It's not at the end of the video yet. Don't click off. We got some other stuff to go over. My full bracket, just to, just take a look at it. Super Bowl MVP, I'm thinking it'd be Drake May. Low key, I could see it being Stephon Diggs though, depending on what kind of game we have. But that's my Super Bowl MVP, Drake May, obviously. Drake May, the GOAT. Um, Potential upsets I could see happening. The Chargers. I feel like what I was just saying. The Chargers could beat the Patriots. Like I don't know. I've always felt really good about this Chargers team. I just don't know for sure. Like they always make me feel some type of way. But like if they were playing my team, I would probably pick them to win. Like if they were playing the Jags. If they were playing the Jags, I would pick the Chargers. Like I don't know. I feel really good in this team about the team. So yeah, I feel like they could. I feel like they could make the AFC Championship game. If I'm being honest, like I feel good about this Chargers team. Like I would prefer having, like, if I was a fan of the NFL and I like just started watching this season. No, that's not a good analogy. Hold on. Being an NFL for as long as I have been, I feel like I would rather be a fan of the Chargers of the Broncos, especially now because like I feel like the Chargers are better than the Broncos. Even though the record says otherwise, I feel like the Chargers are really good. So, yeah, I could see them winning, going to the championship game, AFC championship game. Then we got the Carolina Panthers. I mean, earlier this season, they literally beat the Rams team that they're playing in the playoffs. So, like, I don't know. I feel like maybe they could make something shake again. Like, I feel like they might be able to win. The only reason I feel that way is because they beat this team already. They showed that they can beat this team, and it was a rainy, wet, mushy, muddy day too. Like, and they still put up a lot of points. Like you don't see that often, especially in that type of weather conditions, from like a mid team like the Panthers on against a really good team like the Rams. So I feel like if everything, like, I don't know, I feel like that could happen again, and the Panthers could beat the Rams. Now we got the Jaguars. I feel like the Jaguars, I don't know. I don't know. I feel kind of weird about them because I just said they were like an 11-5 team, but like I don't know. I feel like I could see this Jaguars team beating who they play, the Bills. I feel like if everything goes their way, obviously they're gonna win. But like if everything goes their way, but like I don't know. There's something like I don't feel really confident about them beating the Bills, but something like in the back of my head is telling me that they could beat the Bills. Like I don't know. I don't know. This is a weird thing I got going on, and I know potential upsetters, and half of them are home teams, so like they're the higher seeds. But like I don't know. I just feel less confident about them for some reason. Now we got the Packers. They got this crazy defense. They got Jordan Love. I don't know. I feel really good about the Packers, especially against a division rival, even though it is an away game. So like that'll obviously put some factors in. But like I feel like the Packers might be able to win. And then who would they play after that? They'll play the Seahawks. I think they might be able to beat the Seahawks too, low key. Like I don't know. I feel really good about this team for some reason. Now we just got the Packers going. Or I don't have the Packers going. No, I don't. But I do see a world where they beat the Bears in the playoffs. Now we got the Eagles, Super Bowl champions, most recent Super Bowl champions, I should say. That Super Bowl is still 34-0 in my head. I don't care if the final score is 40-22. That game was 34-0 to me, and I mean they lost like half their defense. So I feel like that's the reason they're not as good this season, but I still feel like with the experience and everything like that, I feel like they could go again and get something done. Especially who they play, especially against the 49ers. I feel like they see each other so often in the playoffs, and I feel like the Eagles usually come out on top, except for 2023. It's 2023. I feel like that's the only time where I've seen the 49ers go over the Seahawks recently in the playoffs. So I feel good about this Eagles team. Well, I don't feel good. I feel like they might be able to do something about the 49ers. Now we got our top performers of the playoffs. Who I think is going to perform the best in the playoffs. Micah Parsons. I feel he's a really consistent, really good dude. I feel like in the next, if he continues on this path that he's on in the next 5 to 10ish years, I feel like he could break the sack record. I feel like he's just a really good pass rusher. Yeah, I feel like the stats match up with playoff Micah. Yeah, I just feel like he could do this. Really good player. Same with Puka. Same with everybody on this list. Let me just say that now. Shout out to Cam Little. I was gonna put him on this list, but then I thought about Fred Warner returning, and then like I just didn't want to no more. But Cam Little, I feel like he's gonna hit a 70-yarder in the playoffs. I feel like he's got it in him to do it. Shout out to Cam Ward. Honorable mention. That's my honorable mention. Puka Nacua, and Jackson Smith and Jigba. They're the best receivers in the league, so I feel like they'll just do them and have a really good game, especially in the playoffs. Same with Caleb Williams and Josh Allen. You know, they're quarterbacks, so I feel like, and they're going against not so. Oh wait, never mind. Hold on. Oh well. I feel like Caleb Williams plays good against the Packers. Really clutch against the Packers. Really clutch in general. So I feel like in the playoffs he'll really turn up. Same with Josh Allen. This playoff Josh Allen, he's gonna do good as always. Hence the stat line. Then we got Witherspoon, leader of the best defense in the league. I feel like he's gonna have a good game. Obviously. And then Al-Shaair, same thing with him, leader of one of the best defenses in the league. Same thing with Fred Warner. Even though he's injured, he's still involved with the 49ers, like the team itself. I just feel like he's always involved with them. Really good leader on one of the best defenses in the league. And then Travion Henderson, he's the firepower of the Patriots offense. Like, he's so good. Like, and he's only a rookie, so like he's only gonna get better and better and better. So, and I feel really good about him. I feel like all these guys have the potential to have a really good game. And some of these guys have already shown, like Josh Allen and like Micah, that they can have games like this. So like I don't see why they couldn't. Oh, that's it, I guess. Yeah, that's my Super Bowl predictions right there. If you guys enjoyed, let me know by hitting that like button and subscribing. Let me know who you think is gonna win the Super Bowl in the comments. And I'll see you guys later. And as always, peace.
Baby, what you wishing for? Maybe you should wish it more. Maybe